Here we have a 2012 on a 12 registration. Van Hool TX16 Alicron 57 seat executive coach. So it's a beautiful March day today. We're out near Newcastle Emlyn in West Wales at Canarth Coaches. Operator I've sold to in the past, but this is our first foray into selling for them. Got to be honest, I'm impressed with what I see. Everything's very well presented. You've got a good workshop there that's also the local MOT station. That always says a lot to me. If you come to an operator you've never been before, A, they've got good facilities, and B, the DVSA certified, always gives me confidence. So this one is pretty much unscathed. I'm just going to point something out, something that may not bother some, but it's something I'd have to put right, okay? Only the centre panel here, so you could take it off and spray it, is just showing the former operator's livery through, but that gives us a clue, because this was new to King's Coaches in Essex. So, good operator, well known for running Van Hools back in the day. The interior, when you see it, was a bit of a giveaway because it kind of matches what the exterior was. Power operated centre continental doors fitted, alloy wheels are fitted. Very popular TX model this, just a shame you couldn't get them on Euro 6 because of the weight. 13 metres on 2 axles, 57 and a toilet. Ticked a lot of boxes. Reverse cameras fitted. Under the bonnet, Euro 5 MAN engine. That's driven through a ZF AS-tronic automated gearbox. Back down the near side again. Bodywork's all good. It's got loading lights to the near side. Parallel opening lockers, and being 13 metres long, huge luggage space. You're not struggling there, are you? So, as we jump on board, may not be everybody's cup of tea. However, 57 reclining seats. Now, I've got to be honest, I know these are Van Hool seats, but I've never seen this type of seat in a Van Hool in the UK before. So, but obviously they had to go for this size of seat to get 57 in. And it all matches, which tells me these were what were in it as new. The interior is an interior I would expect Kings to pick because it goes with the green exterior. But does it matter these days? It's not going to be a frontline coach on a 2012, but it's giving you that magic 57 seats with a toilet. Lap belts are fitted, half leather trim. Seats are in great condition. The only issue I can find is that the reclining ram needs replaced on that because it's stuck. Because I do like all the seats up when I'm doing my videos. That's the only reason I know that. Trace to the seat backs. It's also had USB connectors fitted in the racks, which is a good thing and a bad thing. See previous videos for the reasons why. Also, instead of magazine nets, far better fabric press stud pockets, because you can just undo the press studs and you get rid of, obviously, whatever's in that one. When new, it would have been fully carpeted. The carpet to the aisle has gone adrift. The rest are here. Personally, I'd rather have the aisle carpet than under the seat carpets, but again, personal preference. It's whatever you want to do when you buy it, because then it'll be yours to do whatever you want, won't it? Centre sunken toilets fitted with hot drinks facility. Fridge on top. A little bit Bover-esque having the fridge there. Wired for DVD with 2 power operated drop down monitors. Here's a winner, and I've actually seen the paperwork. This vehicle's dual certified up to 74 seats. Not a massive job to do because it's predominantly flat floor all the way through. Not sure why somebody would certify it but not put the seats in. But on the advert, where I can get enough photographs on my website and on the Facebook pages and so on. The only one I can't, I've got limited numbers of photographs, so like Coach and Bus Market and Bus and Coach Buyer. Everywhere else there will be a photograph of the carrying capacity authorisation certificate, which I've just seen. So it's there in black and white with the original registration on, but the VINs will match, obviously, that this is authorised to be up-seated to 74 seats. We're fully air conditioned and it's working because it's a warm day today. It was cold yesterday, sun was out, but it was cold today. It's lovely, honestly. And I've never been this far west before, or north, like not southwest, more west in Wales. And I've got to be honest, you get on the coast, it's beautiful. You know, if you want somewhere nice to retire, come out here. Nice and peaceful and all. No either. Dash is in good order, as you can see. Standard TX dash with the rotary function switch. We've been using it already to adjust the mirrors because that little one was pointing towards the seaside. And to get the aircon cooling the job down. So we know that's all working. Glass is all good, as far as I can see. Let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? Euro 5 MAN. Look, if a vehicle has been maintained correctly, used the correct, and operators who sort of, with the demise of the Volvo Van Hool, were Moseley customers, so continued buying Van Hools but had to buy MAN powered, they learned this quite quickly. As long as you put the correct coolant in, you know, follow the manufacturer's instructions, everything else, you shouldn't have an issue, right? Everybody's on about EGR valves. EGR valves aren't the issue. Well, they are, but if you catch the EGR valve, right, and you replace the EGR valve, it's not a massive issue. It's when you leave it, because when the EGR destroys itself, it destroys, you know, fans, engines, all kinds. That's when your big bills come. All you need to do with a Euro 5 MAN, follow manufacturer's guidelines, use the correct coolant, and if there's a puff of white smoke or it starts using, you know, using water, get it into your local dealer, get it sorted out. And if you do that, they won't give you any either. Every coach, whether it be DAF, Volvo, Scania, whatever, MAN has its problems. I can go around this yard, there's various vehicles, and I can tell you what's probably wrong with that one, what's wrong with that one, what's wrong with the other one, because they all have the same faults. The problem is the MAN issue, because it wasn't addressed by MAN in the correct manner, became a huge issue, right? It's about, and listen, I'm not telling you how to run your business, but it's about just making sure these days you can't just chuck any coolant in anything. Just making sure they're right. And I'll tell you what, Kings will have had this, it will have been right, because they knew what they were doing. I'm looking here, you can tell they don't scrimp, right? So I'm fairly confident, in fact I'm very confident, as long as you look after it, this coach will just keep on going. I actually find the MANs a better drive than the DAFs on Van Hools, but again, personal preference. So to recap, it's a 2012 on a 12 registration, Van Hool TX16 Alicron, 57 seat executive coach.